Holcomb, Kansas in 1959 was a small town where life moved at a slower pace.
The Clutter family, Herb, Bonnie, Nancy and Kenyon, were pillars of the community.
I was a successful farmer, respected for my work ethic and generosity.
I battled personal demons, but I was loved for my kind heart.
At 16, I was a vibrant teenager involved in school and my community.
Kenyon, 15, was a quiet boy with a passion for mechanics. Their lives, seemingly idyllic, were shattered on a cold November night. Two drifters, Perry Smith and Dick Hickok, invaded their home with murder on their minds. Driven by a misguided belief in a hidden safe, they planned to rob the Clutters and disappear. Their plan, fueled by rumors and greed, would have devastating consequences. The Clutter family, bound and gagged, faced their final moments at the hands of Smith and Hickok. The killers, cold and calculating, stole away into the night, leaving behind a scene of unimaginable horror. The news of the murders sent shockwaves through Holcomb, shattering the town's innocence and leaving the community grappling with grief and fear.
Perry Smith and Dick Hickok were an unlikely pair, bound together by a shared darkness.
I was a charismatic ex-con, the mastermind behind the robbery. I had heard rumors of a safe at the Clutter farm, a tale that proved tragically untrue. Driven by a desire for easy money, I convinced the volatile and unpredictable Smith to join me.
I was haunted by a troubled past, possessed a hair-trigger temper, and a capacity for violence. I carried deep emotional scars, shaped by a childhood of neglect and abuse.
I, manipulative and self-serving, preyed on Smith's vulnerabilities, drawing him deeper into the abyss.
Their journey to Holcomb was fueled by desperation and a warped sense of entitlement. They believed they could take what they wanted, leaving no witnesses to their crime. Their actions, fueled by greed and a callous disregard for human life, would forever brand them as monsters in the eyes of the world. The investigation into the Clutter murders was meticulous and relentless. The Kansas Bureau of Investigation, led by the determined Alvin Dewey, faced a baffling crime scene. There were few clues, no witnesses, and a community paralyzed by fear. The killers had vanished into thin air. Dewey and his team worked tirelessly, following every lead and interviewing countless individuals. They pieced together fragments of information, slowly building a picture of the events leading to the murders. The discovery of a bloody boot print at the crime scene provided a crucial link, pointing to the involvement of two perpetrators. As the investigation progressed, rumors and speculation spread like wildfire through Holcomb. The community, desperate for answers, grappled with suspicion and fear. Every stranger was viewed with suspicion, and the once peaceful town was transformed into a place of unease. The capture of Perry Smith and Dick Hickok brought a wave of relief, but also ignited a firestorm of emotions in Holcomb and beyond.
The trial, a media sensation, captivated the nation.
People were both horrified and fascinated by the details of the crime and the motivations of the killers.
The prosecution presented a compelling case, detailing the brutal nature of the murders and the cold-blooded planning involved.
The defense, faced with overwhelming evidence, focused on trying to save their clients from the death penalty.
Smith and Hickok, once inseparable, turned on each other, their bond shattered under the weight of their crimes.
The jury's verdict, guilty on all counts, was met with a mixture of satisfaction and sadness.
The death penalty, handed down with somber finality, divided public opinion.
Some believed it was a just punishment for a heinous crime, while others grappled with the morality of taking a life, even in the name of justice. Truman Capote, already a renowned writer, was drawn to the Clutter case for its stark portrayal of human darkness invading ordinary life. He envisioned a new form of storytelling, one that merged the meticulousness of journalism with the emotional depth of a novel. He called it the non-fiction novel, a groundbreaking approach that would redefine true crime writing. Capote immersed himself in the case, spending years in Holcomb interviewing locals, law enforcement officials, and even the killers themselves. He meticulously researched every detail, from the layout of the Clutter home to the psychological profiles of Smith and Hickok. He developed a complex relationship with Perry Smith, finding in him a subject of both fascination and pity. Through his meticulous reporting and evocative prose, Capote brought the Clutter family back to life, capturing their warmth, their dreams, and their tragic end. He delved into the psyches of the killers, exploring their motives and their capacity for both cruelty and, surprisingly, moments of humanity.